So, drugs.
Stone him!
We were just before the show started. God, it was. I don't even know how to quantify the conversation. It was kind of all over the place.
We were talking about the English language and how it evolves over time,
and how you suck at talking,
and how I suck at talking. Why am I on a podcast if I suck at talking?
You were having particular trouble today stringing a sentence together, and you were like, wow, you know, they don't use words like thou and stuff anymore. And then you tried to use an old-timey saying or an old-timey reference, and you were like, you know, you are going to get stoned. As in...
Thou art going to get stoned.
Yeah, corporal punishment. And I was like, why are we doing drugs now? Like, what... Anyways, yeah. That's what it looks like when you start a podcast off with the punchline of an inside joke that nobody understands, like the first thing about. Hello and welcome to the Movie Men podcast.
We're the B team, and now you're part of the inside joke.
And
which is this podcast.
Thy friend, thy brethren over there is Sir Carl.
And... that their individual who art sitting somewhere else in thine not vicinity.
I went like old English. I was like, thou brethren, and you went
is
full
Connor
on
Brady.
You went full on redneck. Like you revealed the fact that
listen, when it comes to accents and trying to like present a character off the top of my head, I'm not good. I don't know if it was you or one of my other friends, but we were goofing around and I tried to do an Irish accent.
Oh, geez.
And it came out sounding like a pirate.
I'm sure I've heard that, like, because you and I have spent enough St. Patrick's days out on the town together.
Yeah. My Irish accent is a pirate. Yar, how be thee?
Oh, my God. Yeah, you went full on like in one foul swoop. You revealed the fact that your father caught and skinned muskrats for a living for years and years, because I did this thou brethren, and you came back with that there.
Hey man, like, dang old man, dang.
Yeah, that there guy over there.
Dang, man.
Unbelievable.
Little boomhauer.
So, welcome to another weekly news episode. Today's a little bit of an interesting day.
I don't know what's happening
because there really is. We're gonna shake things up a little bit here. There really is only one. Like, I kind of went through the list of the news topics from the various different sources that I usually look for them from, and a lot of it was like, yeah, okay, yeah, I don't know. There is one. There's one topic that we absolutely positively 100% need to talk about, and we are going to talk about it. But then, after we're done that one news topic, we're going to switch things up a little bit, and I have prepared Star Wars trivia for Carl.
Ooh. What?
Just to see if he really is as big of a Star Wars fan as the man claims to be. Whether or not, because
Google page open and
no, that's not how that works, sir. That is not how that works. You need to be bound.
All right.
Behind your back. Right. So let's kick things off with the one news topic that we do need to cover, and that is, and I mean, if you're on social media in any capacity in the last week,
hang on.
Oh.
Are we just going to skip over our new fun segment?
Listen, hang on. You also, until right now, didn't realize that we were skipping that. So, slow your roll.
You didn't give me show notes.
Slow your roll.
This is what happens when we don't have show notes.
Okay, hit me. The
world devolves into cats and dogs living together.
Hit me.
All right. Okay. Things happening in the world that aren't movie related. All right. 3 choices, sir. Melting the moon. Scientists want to melt the moon with lasers. Adobe, the PDF people, Adobe gets into the fashion industry.
Ugh.
It's actually pretty cool. And Amazon allows somebody to sell their driver's urine.
Oh, okay. So, I assume that I already have a bit of a lead on the whole melt the moon thing, because I assume that's going to refer to extracting the water from the ice that's in the deep craters
No,
on the poles
it
of the
does
moon.
not.
No? Really? Okay.
Oh,
Melt
that
the
is
moon.
really interesting stuff too. I've seen a
Melt
few
the
bit of
moon.
articles
I
of
mean,
that.
we need the moon, right? Like, we don't have the moon, then like our water gets all, like, our tides and stuff get all.
I mean, I have embellished the title of the actual title of
You
that
think?
one quite a bit.
You think? Dr. Evil over there. I'm going to melt the moon. Adobe just pisses me off because I was a big Adobe fanboy for years and years. I used their software, did all kinds of, whatever. And then back in it was like 2016 or something, Adobe, like for Photoshop and After Effects and all that stuff, they said, hey, to our loyal fans that have bought, have spent the hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars to buy our master suite or our creative suite or whatever it is year after year, you come in, you go, we're releasing Photoshop 2025 or, whatever. And people buy it. And once you buy it, it's yours and you own that and you can make stuff with it because you've licensed the software. And then in like 2016 or something, Adobe switched to a subscription model.
Oh
Where-
yeah, everyone's doing that. Like
it's so stupid.
all the Microsoft suite is subscription now.
Yeah,
pretty
it's so
much
stupid.
like you can't even like a lot of the Apple suites for stuff like that is subscription
Yeah.
model. Like
Yeah.
you can't
own,
own anything
yeah.
outright now. You have to essentially rent it by the month.
So I'll tell you right now, I edit this podcast every week on Adobe Audition 2015. Because screw them. Because I own
Stick it
that
to the
one.
man.
And I'm not, not happening. I gotta go with the urine, Carl. This was Uber, you said?
Amazon.
Amazon.
It's actually a pretty fun story.
Oh,
Okay,
jeez.
so I'll run down the other two just real briefly here. Okay, so the moon. Scientists have created a way to melt lunar dust into hard plastic or something, like some material, turn it from dust into something firm in order to make roads for the moon.
That's
And
so
they're using
cool.
lasers to do it. And there's
That's so
pretty
cool.
apparently it's a pretty important endeavor because lunar dust is foreseen to be going to be a big problem on the infrastructure that they plan to build up there, like getting in and on everything and kind of adding to the wear and tear of stuff up there. So
Well, yeah, because
preserving the
the
life
second
of
you step
whatever
on anything,
they
the
take
shit
up
just
there
like
so
floats
that
around, right?
they
Like,
don't kick up as much dust.
Do you know what I mean?
So
Like,
they-
as soon
they
as you-
use-
as soon
and
as
they didn't
you
use real
disturb
moon dust.
the
They used
dust,
some kind of
it's just gonna go. Like,
yeah.
okay, all right.
Yeah. Okay. The Adobe. So Adobe was at this conference thing, and they had they presented Project Primrose, which
I already
is
hate it.
a fully interactive dress. So this dress has got like these flexible panels on it that they, at the touch of touching the dress in certain spots or whatever, that you can make the dress completely change its pattern. It's actually really cool. And you can even get it so if the in the show, the lady wearing it touches a part of the clothing, and it kind of does some splashing like a wave, and then when she moves, it kind of moves like water. It's really cool. But you, sir,
you were so preoccupied with whether or not you could.
I thought it was pretty neat. It actually was a really interesting thing to watch and read about. But anyway, you chose urine.
And I will every time, sir.
Yes. Are you familiar with the
Urine?
Author and filmmaker Oba Butler? Or
Oba Butler? Spell it for me.
Oobah, and then Butler, Butler. He's not like a super well-known guy, I don't think.
He looks like very Scandinavian.
Yeah.
But anyway, you just pull him up and you're like, ooh, you are from like Norway, or
it seems like a quick kind of overview of his stuff seems like he does more kind of guerrilla style filming. Like he did a short show called The Shed at Dulwich, in which he created a fictional restaurant that became the top rated venue in London. But it was like it was like just a shed in somebody's backyard.
And that was on. I think I saw that on YouTube.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I've never seen it, but the article touches on it a little bit. But anyway, so this director, author fella, he ends up. This article's from Wired. He ends up going undercover at a Amazon warehouse for a film he's doing, and essentially diving into the nitty gritty of what Amazon's really like and what working there is really like, and one of the things he finds out is that drivers Amazon says drivers are allowed to stop and they encourage them to take regular bathroom breaks, but drivers say, no, we're penalized when we take breaks and all this stuff. So there's some he said, she said, and he's kind of trying to get to the bottom of it. But he ends up
because I assume the trucks have trackers, and Amazon know if you're driving an Amazon truck, they know exactly when you're on the road and when you're not.
So he ends up kind of in his sleuthing, walking the roads near Amazon warehouses and finding bottles of urine that on the side of the road that drivers have told him, this is what we do because we're not allowed to take breaks. We pee in the bottle. And then just before we get to the warehouse where they check our trucks and our stuff, we chuck it out the window. So he finds a bunch of these bottles and he ends up branding them. I'm going to link you I got to share this with you. Shoot. The Wired story here. He ends up creating a branded energy drink.
Oh my God.
Putting it up on Amazon. And this is all just a gag. He has no intention of actually selling this to people and having them drink it, right? This is just kind of a gag to see how far Amazon will let him go. Not only does Amazon let him put this up for sale on their website, but it became the top ranked drink in the, which category was it? The lemony flavored or something like that.
Oh God.
And and he's getting a kick out of it until people start actually ordering it.
Right.
At which point he kind of quickly shut it all down. but Amazon, somehow a bottle of urine advertised, labeled as an energy drink called Release.
Oh my gosh.
Release Energy. The bottle is hilarious. Oh man, the label almost looks like a penis and there's like water. You gotta, if you're listening to this, you gotta look this story up. It's hilarious. But yeah, somehow these bottles of urine, which are caffeine free, mind you, the bottle states, slipped through Amazon's safety regulations and checks, and yeah.
Like, warning, may induce vomiting.
Oh man.
Gosh. I don't even, like, when the story started out, my mentality was very much like, you know, no, bro, like, you do you, right? Like, it's a tough freaking world to live in and try to make it and make a dollar now and stuff like that. And so I'm all for the entrepreneurial spirit, right? And whatever, like, you know, there's people online that like sell, like celebrities, like crazy hyper models that like sell little vials of their own spit and stuff like that. And people spend hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars on it. And that doesn't bother me, right? Like, there's an argument to be made for, is this preying on and taking advantage of the like mentally disturbed people? Because you have to be of a certain breed in order to purchase this type of thing online. But for the most part, like, if I don't get into the morals of it too much, I'm like, you know what? It's like, make a buck, right? Like, you do you, and that's cool. But I don't know about this urine thing. I mean, I would like to think that the people purchasing it were purchasing it because it was a funny gag. They were kind of going along with the gag, and they foresaw it as a part of like Amazon history, and not that they're buying it and actually consuming it. But even if you're not consuming it, like, I would assume, unless the jar is like completely vacuum sealed and like whatever else, even then, like, that bottle's gonna get pretty rancid. Like, oh,
I think it's just like I don't know when this actual show or movie of his is being released on this, but I just find it hilarious that like the food and safety drink licensing people, like, he in the article he says it was laughably straightforward for Butler to get Release, the name of this drink, listed for sale on Amazon with very few checks and balances to ensure the product he's selling is safe and legal. Releasing the drink was surprisingly easy, Butler told Wired. I thought that the food and drink licensing would stop me from listing it, so I started it out in this refillable pump dispenser category. The algorithm moved it into a drink. At one point, he was even contacted by an Amazon representative who was ready to handle the package, shipping, and logistics through the fulfillment by Amazon program.
yeah, I mean, that's
I just find it funny how like Amazon has gotten so big, it's so easy to slip things through the cracks that they don't even realize it. Yeah. That's what our world's come to. In other news,
that is messed up. Okay. Moving on. So, back to what we were saying before we were rudely interrupted by bottles of pee.
Damn pee.
if you've been on social media at all in the last week, you are of course aware that actor Matthew Perry has passed away. And we've covered several celebrity deaths, actor deaths on this show. And every time that happens, right? Like a Michael Gambon passed away. And I can't remember who else we've covered prior to that. It's sad. It's always sad when an actor passes away, and we like to look at them and go, but the man was 85, and look at his career, and blah, 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 and what was your favorite movie from his or hers, and we kind of, I always find it sad, but I never am sad. Do you know what I mean? Does that make sense? Like,
yeah.
It's always, I can recognize what an unfortunate situation it is for the friends and family and stuff like that. And there's a little bit of somberness in the fact that, that means that the library of this actor has now bookended, right? Like, we're not going to get anything else from them. We'll never see them on screen in a new film. And that's sad, but I'm never personally affected. Earlier this week, when I found out the day of, but I was at work at the time when the news first broke, and I was having a great shift, like really great shift. Like, we're laughing and goofing off and joking around, and everyone's happy, and I'm working with some people who were big Star Wars nuts, and so we're debating different Star Wars topics, and what actually killed Padme? Was it this, or was it this, or was it this? Right? Like, it was great. It was a lot of fun. And then just as I'm leaving work, like I don't know, 2 a.m, one of the people at work says, "Yeah, it's crazy about Matthew Perry, eh?" And I'm like, well, "What do you mean?" And they're like, "Oh, he passed away today." And I instantly tuned out. It was like my ears were ringing. Like, I instantly tuned out. I would not have heard, like, the building could have exploded and I wouldn't have been aware of it. I took out my phone and I looked it up and saw, obviously, because initially I doubted them, right? I was like, nah, he didn't pass away. And all you had to do was search Matthew Perry and the headlines were everywhere. And I went from a fantastic shift at work to feeling physically nauseous. And I will tell you that in the last week, there have been 4 separate occasions where something reminds me of it. I'm thinking of it. I'll be scrolling Facebook or whatever, and a picture with a little caption or something will pop up. And there's been 4 separate occasions in the last week where I've teared up. And that sounds like an extreme reaction, but if you look around on the internet, if you look at the social media stuff and the things that people are posting and the comments on posts, I'm far from alone in this. And that kind of begs the question, well, why? Right? Why has this celebrity death been so much more impactful, it feels, than many of the other celebrity deaths that have happened? And I think there's a couple of reasons. Number one, obviously, is the fact that the man was 54, right? Like, he wasn't ready to go, right? Like, he was a young guy, very young, to have passed away at 54. So that's one thing. Then you get into Matthew Perry's history, right? His life. And the fact that Matthew Perry has spent years and years and years and years and years fighting to get clean from drugs and alcohol abuse. He'll talk about, like, while he was on Friends, he had a Vicodin addiction. He was drinking. You can see it in his face. You can see how thin he is in several seasons of Friends. He's talked about in the past how there are a couple of seasons of Friends that he just doesn't have any memories of. Like, he just doesn't remember shooting them. So he was really, really, really struggled with that. And in the last couple of years, he did it, right? He got clean. And he'd gotten clean in the past and always kind of stumbled and fallen off the wagon. He'd been in and out of rehab. I think something he said like 40 times or something he's done rehab, and then he's detoxed like 85 times, or big, crazy numbers like that. And through this journey, this battle of his, he had opened like rehabilitation centers himself. He had like, what's the word I'm looking for? Organizations that he was spearheading for helping people get clean. And he released a memoir maybe 2 years ago. And we have a copy of it. I recommend anyone who is a Matthew Perry fan picking it up. If reading isn't so much your thing, there is an audiobook that he narrates. And so that's, it's cool, but also potentially very powerful and something to consume in bite-sized pieces. And in the last couple of years, he said, someone asked him, like, why now? Why'd you write this book? And why'd you write a memoir? And he said, I wanted to make sure. He says, I've always wanted to share my story, and I think it's a story worth sharing. But before I did so, I wanted to make sure that my sobriety was safe. I wanted to make sure that it was strong. And he did, and it was. And there has been no, like, they've done an autopsy, and they have officially, the official status is that the medical report has been deferred, and they need to do some further testing and so on and so forth to figure out what exactly went wrong. He was found in his hot tub, right? So the official cause of death is drowning, but obviously you don't just drown in a hot tub. Something, whether it was a heart attack or a blood clot or something would have likely rendered him unconscious, at which point he drowned. But all of the official statements have been that there was no sign as of yet of any sort of drug use or overdose or anything like that sort of led to his death. So I think that's the second reason, right? Is that he spent his whole life trying to get clean, trying to get sober, only to do so successfully finally, and then not be able to really enjoy his own sobriety. So that's sad. And the third reason, I think the biggest reason, is Friends, right? So Friends, a show that I introduced you to, which you're welcome, by the way.
I knew about it. You didn't introduce it to me out of the blue.
A show that is
made me watch it.
One of the most, if not, like, an argument could be made for the most. And there's other argument. You could make arguments for other shows too. But one of the most, and arguably the most, pop culture relevant show ever was Friends.
I wouldn't put it as the most. I think Simpsons is probably more relevant.
That's why I'm saying an argument could be made, and you could argue for others.
Right.
I just acknowledged exactly what you said.
All right.
You could also make an argument.
I hear what you're saying.
You could also make an argument for Seinfeld, right? I get that, right?
That'd be a tough sell.
But as far as the show that swept the nation, right? That was so popular that everybody was tuned into during the original run and reruns after that was Friends. And in many ways, Chandler was the life force of that show a lot of the time. And the thing about Friends fans is, in my life has been no different, is that often if you're a big Friends fan, you own them, or when they were on Netflix, or I think now they're on HBO Max. And I know Emily Mater has done this in the past, where you finish your watch through of Friends, you reach the end, you reach the finale, and the next thing you do is put the first disc of season 1 back in, and you start it over again. And you always just kind of have Friends on the go. That's a very popular pastime for a lot of people, is just watching Friends, rewatching Friends.
Sounds like a very boring existence.
No,
not that it's not a great really show, but there's lots of other stuff out there.
But that's the thing, right? So Friends, a show that many, 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 many people out there feel as though they have spent hundreds, if not thousands, of hours of their life with Matthew Perry on their screen, but being exposed to, watching, laughing along with Matthew Perry. And Friends was a show Friends was a show that when you watched, it made you feel like you were hanging out with friends. When you watched Friends, you felt like you were hanging out with friends. Like you felt like you knew these 6 people. And so that just kind of compiles the whole. People feel as though, even though the majority of people out there have never met Matthew Perry, a lot of people feel like they've lost a friend, right? You could be having a horrible day.
Intended.
You could be having a horrible, horrible day. and work sucks and you're stressed out and you're whatever, and you could throw Friends on and Chandler would say some perfect one-liner that would break through your shitty mood and make you laugh or make you smile. So that's kind of what this means to me. I've been a wreck. like actually, I've been avoiding a little bit, but I have watched a couple of like the Watch Mojo top 10 Chandler moments or whatever it is. And they're funny, they're hilarious, but it's also really, really, really tough right now. Like it's really, I don't know, man. Chandler was always my favorite character. Obviously, clearly, he was a lot of other people's favorite characters. And even if he wasn't, I mean, you just kind of recognize that, he was something special on that show. And it's crazy because Brianne and I were talking about it, and just about any other actor on that show, right? You've got Lisa Kudrow, Matt LeBlanc, David Schwimmer, Courtney Cox, Jennifer Aniston. Just about any other actor, if that was the headline today, that one of the other actors had passed away instead, it would be more surprising than Matthew Perry passing away because of his past, because of what he's put his body through. It'd be more surprising than Matthew Perry. But it would almost be less jarring and less upsetting. Right? And that's that can be taken in a horrible way, and I don't intend it to be, right? like if Jennifer Aniston passed away tomorrow, that would be very sad. But it wouldn't quite feel the same way, right? It in some ways it'd be like, oh, Jennifer Aniston passed away. Well, you've seen Jennifer Aniston in 105 other different things, right? You think of Jennifer Aniston as an actress from many different things. It's hard not to just think of Matthew Perry as Chandler, right? As Joey's buddy. So, anyways, it's been a real shit week, a real shit week for me ever since I found out. It's just tough, man. Just real tough. I can't listen to the song. Cannot listen to the theme song right now. The Remembrance. No, shut up. I just can't do it. Carl, as someone who is, that's not even how it goes. As someone who got into Friends I sat you down and I was like, no, look, watch an episode of Friends. And then after watching the first episode of Friends, you watched all 10 seasons of Friends. Like, you drank the Kool-Aid as well.
It was a weekly thing where you came over and we'd watch a couple episodes, and I wasn't allowed to watch anything without you.
Yeah, and then you just did. You finished it without
of our bromance.
Yeah. We'd both take our pants off.
Then I got caught up in it, and I was just like, "Screw you! I'm watching it. You're not here.
Yeah.
You're not my wife."
Obviously, you're aware. Obviously, you've seen it online. You've seen the passing of Matthew Perry. Did this, and I know that you've said on this show before that you're not the type of person like this stuff doesn't hit you. Right? You've said I
don't know the person.
Arnold Schwarzenegger could pass away tomorrow. He's your favorite actor, but he could pass away tomorrow, and you'd be like, I didn't know him.
That sucks. It sucks, but yeah.
But what are your thoughts? What
my attachment to this individual still exists, so he's not really gone.
Right.
Like as I know them. Right. So yeah, them dying in real life is a nothing. Yeah. Like when my grandparents died, I was a sobbing, watery, blubbery, snotty mess.
Right. And that's just, and that's not, that's not to discredit anyone who does become an emotional wreck at the death of celebrities. Not. It's a different, like some people just form an emotional attachment, right?
Yep,
like
absolutely. I don't associate that closely with the actor.
Right.
Even though I think, I do have favorite actors, and, just like any nerd or geek or movie nut, like I do have favorites and wish them well in their endeavors and all of that stuff. But like, when they pass away or whatever, like I really don't, it just doesn't hit me that much, if at all.
But what has been your sort of response to this? Is it, who is your favorite character on Friends?
Oh, Joey.
Yeah. Well, he's the most relatable to you.
Sure.
Right? The foodie. But yeah, I don't know, man. Like, what was your initial response when you found out?
Well, I seen it just scrolling through Facebook, and I was just like, at first I was just like, because I saw it on social media, I was like, is this real?
Is this real? Yeah.
Is this a stunt? Is this a gag? And then I came up a few more times. And I was like, oh, yeah, that sucks. I guess we're not going to see anything else from him. Which we didn't see a whole lot outside of Friends. He did do a few movies, I guess, but yeah, I mean, it's sad. It's sad when anybody leaves our mortal realm and goes to the great beyond. So
yeah.
Especially when they're haven't lived a full life.
Yeah. Well, that's exactly it, right? And like the thing that's been playing over my head for the last week is like, could I be any sadder? Like, I mean the answer is yes, but I don't know. It sucked. Okay.
Well, I'm sorry for you.
Thank you. All right. So I have a scoreboard set up here, and I have a list of Star Wars questions. Now, some of these sprinkled throughout are some gimmies, just in case you've been struggling a little bit. I got some gimmies in there just so that you can get your confidence boosted again, get your morale back up, and keep going. But this is the official Movie Men B Team determiner of whether or not Carl is.
Didn't we already do this? Didn't Pete have a series of questions for you and I at some point to determine who was?
Yeah, it wasn't Star Wars though. What was it?
I thought it was.
No, we did. No, we did. The closest thing we've done to this is Pete and I went through a list of the top 100 greatest films of all time to determine whether or not we were actually movie men.
I listened and yeah. Okay.
We
did do trivia with Pete when we watched the Star Wars films.
Yes. Now I'm going to say that you have to get at least 75% correct.
How many questions are there?
There's several.
That's not a number.
A large handful.
Still not a number.
A travel bag. It'll kind of depend on how slow you go here.
Okay.
All right. Are you ready, sir?
Yeah.
True or false? R2-D2 originally had dialogue with actual speaking parts.
I believe that is true.
That is true. Originally, R2-D2 was going to be a speaking character, and then they were like,
this swears too much. We might as well just beep it all out.
You might as well beep it all out. Question number 2. Variations on what line have made it into every film in the saga?
I got a bad feeling about this.
Correct. What type of dog was the inspiration for Chewbacca, according to George Lucas?
George Lucas's dog, Indiana.
Yeah, but what type of dog?
Oh, I don't know what type of dog it was. But it was George Lucas's dog, and the dog's name was Indiana.
All right. I'm going to give it to you just because that was, you offered extra information. But it is an Alaskan Malamute? Malamute?
Yeah, I never would have got that.
Yeah, I don't like dogs. The first appearance of the Emperor was a composite of the character designer's wife and which animal?
Oh. It was something weird like a frog or something, wasn't it? No. No. Oh man. It was something like it was something weird. I'm spacing. For time's sake, I'll pass.
I'm not giving it to you. Yeah, it was a chimpanzee.
Damn it. Of course.
Yeah. All right. Approximately how many estimated deaths are there in the original trilogy?
In the original trilogy, the Death Star explodes twice. I suck with numbers. I'm not going to know this. I can barely remember my wife's phone number.
It is approximately 2,795,192. Yeah, I would have given it to you within 100,000.
I wouldn't even got close.
Which episode number is the first Star Wars film?
Which episode number?
Yeah.
Like A New Hope?
Yes.
A New Hope is 4.
Correct. That's one of the... I'm throwing some gimmies in there for you. What was Han Solo frozen in?
Carbonite.
And for how long was he frozen?
Are we talking like canon?
Yeah.
Or like legends?
No, canon.
Did it change? I guess it's still technically canon. I think it's supposed to be about a year.
It is about 1 year. Correct.
Yeah.
How many forms of communication is C-3PO fluent in?
300 and something.
Over 6 million languages. That's incorrect.
Is it really? Is that what he says in A New Hope?
Yeah. Yeah, I am fluent in over 6 million forms of communication. Where does
numbers anything that revolves around a number? I'm not gonna get. I'm just gonna.
Where does Rey find Luke Skywalker?
Oh, on the stupid planet with the I don't know, Jabim.
It is a planet called Octu.
Octu, yeah.
What is the name of Anakin Skywalker's stepbrother?
Owen.
Can you give me a last name?
Lars.
Owen Lars, correct.
Yeah.
Who was...
I think I'm not going to do as well on the Disney sequels either.
That's fine.
Thinking about it.
Who was
don't care.
Boba Fett's father?
Jango Fett.
Correct. What was Galen Erso's nickname for his daughter?
Oh, Galen Erso. It was oh shoot! It was what he codenamed the Death Star. Shoot! Oh shoot! It's like on the tip of my tongue. You're gonna say it, and I'm gonna kick myself.
All right, time's up. The answer is Stardust.
Damn it! Yes. Frick.
What was the name of the female member of the Jedi Council who was the same species as Yoda?
Yaddle.
Correct. What model of aircraft did Luke use to bullseye womp rats?
T-16.
Correct. The full answer would be a T-16 Skyhopper, but I'll give you the T-16. Han Solo boasted that the Millennium Falcon made the Kessel Run in less than how many parsecs?
6.
12. Incorrect.
Was it 12?
Yeah.
See, numbers. I told you.
Who was the first character to speak in the first Star Wars film?
The first character to speak that had a speaking line. Darth Vader.
Incorrect. We don't see Darth Vader until quite a ways into. Well, that's not true. Yeah, no.
It must have been Leia.
In A New Hope. Yeah. No, it's C-3PO. Actually.
Oh, 3PO. Right.
Yep.
He talks to as they're crossing the hall. Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Princess Leia tells Grand Moff Tarkin the rebel base is located on what planet?
Dantooine.
Correct. Who was Luke Skywalker's gunner during the Battle of Hoth?
Oh. Oh, this is going to be another one where you're going to say it. I'm going to kick myself. It wasn't Wedge.
No.
It wasn't Biggs. No, it wasn't Biggs. Biggs died in the Battle of Yavin. No, okay. I'm not going to remember it.
It is Dak Ralter.
Dak, right? Yeah.
What species is Greedo?
He's I'm a Tridarian. Mind tricks don't work on me.
That is not Greedo.
Greedo? Greedo is. Oh, that's Watto. Watto? Is it Watto or Watto? Greedo. Greedo is. Oh, Greedo. Oh, Greedo the bounty hunter. Shoot.
All right, time's up. He is
I'm gonna kick myself on this.
He is a Rhodian.
Rhodian, yes.
In which movie did Yoda?
That was such an easy one too. It's because I got mixed up with Watto. Damn it.
In which movie did Yoda not appear?
Not appear?
Yeah.
A New Hope.
Correct. In what system are Han and Leia before traveling to Bespin?
Which system are they in before they travel to Bespin?
Yeah.
Bespin.
Should be the system where the big space worm is.
Han and Leia?
Yeah.
For some reason in my mind, I thought when you said I was thinking you said Luke. They're in Hoth.
Incorrect. They are in the Anahuat system.
What?
Yeah.
They were on Hoth. Hoth is in the Anawa?
Yeah, and then they left.
Okay.
Right. What species is native to Endor?
Ewoks.
Correct. Which actor is the only one who's appeared in every single Star Wars movie to date?
Which actor?
Yep.
Every single?
Mm-hmm.
An actor that's appeared in every single Star Wars movie to date.
Yes.
Oh, man. I don't know this.
All right.
Or I should.
The answer is Anthony Daniels as C-3PO.
Oh!
That was
of course.
Stupid easy, man.
That was, yeah. Oh, my goodness.
Which
Yeah, of
stormtrooper wasn't able to complete his mission in Star Wars The Force Awakens?
And wasn't able to complete his mission. In Force Awakens, and he wasn't the main character. What, Finn?
Correct. Also known as FN 2187.
You're talking about like when he wouldn't shoot the guy or whatever?
Correct. What were Padme's last words?
There's good in him.
Correct. Obi-Wan, there is good in him. I know there is. What kind of vehicle did Rey live in?
Was it an AT-AT?
It was an AT-AT. According to Master Yoda, how many Sith are always out there?
2.
2. A master
and apprentice.
and an apprentice. What happened to Anakin Skywalker during the battle with Count Dooku?
Say that again?
What happened to Anakin Skywalker during the battle with Count Dooku?
Which one?
Well, his first, the one in Attack of the Clones.
What happened?
Yes.
He lost his arm.
He lost his right arm, correct. Who played the part of Commander Cody?
The same guy who played Django. No, wait. Nobody. Cody was a CG. He was voiced by the same guy who did.
No, we do see him without a helmet on in
yeah. Well, it's the same
Revenge
guy
of
who
the
played.
Sith. Yeah, Tamaru Morrison.
Tamara Morrison. That's
Correct.
it. Yeah.
Who wiped out all of the information about Kamino from the Jedi Temple archives?
Dooku.
Correct. Who killed Jabba?
Leia.
Correct. What did Luke Skywalker lose in his fight with Darth Vader?
His hand and his lightsaber.
Correct. What did Jar Jar Binks end up owing Qui-Gon Jinn after being rescued during the invasion of Naboo?
A life debt.
Correct. What did Owen Lars tell Luke about his father?
That he died.
What did he tell him his profession was?
Didn't he know he was a Jedi? No, he didn't.
No.
That he was a fighter pilot. He was a warrior, soldier.
Incorrect. He was a navigator on a spice freighter.
Oh.
What is the color of C-3PO's arm in Star Wars The Force Awakens?
Red for some dumb reason about some other droid saving him.
Where did the Clone Wars begin?
The Clone Wars began on the planet with the bugs. Oh, shoot. I'm going to kick myself again. It's on the tip of my tongue.
The correct answer is Geonosis.
Yeah. Yeah. Kick.
Who adopted Padme Amidala? Let me start that over. Who adopted Padme Amidala's daughter?
Names. The senator and leader for the man, I can't even remember the planet right now. Oh man, I see the face and picture the planet blowing up.
Time's up. The correct answer is Bail Organa.
Bail Organa. Yes. Oh, kick.
What was the job that Finn told Han Solo he had at Starkiller Base?
Apparently, he was a janitor.
Sanitation, yes. Where were the Hoth sequences filmed?
The Hoth sequence. Was it Siberia?
Incorrect. No. They were filmed in Norway.
Norway.
What does Obi-Wan Kenobi go by on Tatooine?
Obi-Wan on Tatooine goes by Ben Kenobi.
Yeah, which is the most, didn't even bother changing his last name, right?
Well,
they're all in hiding.
For all we know, Kenobi is a very popular surname.
It's like Smith.
Yeah.
How old was Anakin during the battle on Geonosis?
Anakin on Geonosis? 18.
Incorrect. He was 20. Who freed Princess Leia from her chains at Jabba's palace?
Well, it was R2.
Correct. How did Luke manage to get into Jabba's palace?
It wasn't at her palace either. It was on the...
It was on the... Yeah. How did Luke manage to get into Jabba's palace?
Sorry?
I said, how did Luke manage to get into Jabba's palace?
Mind trick.
Correct. Who first and most famously played the part of Chewbacca?
I don't remember the guy's name.
His name was Peter Mayhew. Who fixed the hyperdrive on the Millennium Falcon?
Which time?
It only breaks once. There's one film where they're struggling with it the whole time, but there's only one character that actually finally ends up fixing it.
I mean, it's disabled a couple of times too.
Right.
And it needs fixed. Isn't it 3PO communicates with it and gets it online?
Incorrect. R2-D2. Who killed Jango Fett?
With it another time. Who killed Jango? It was Mace Windu.
Correct. What species was Yoda?
Their species is unnamed.
Correct. It is unknown. Yeah, a little trick question in there for you. You like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a trick question. Yeah.
Who was the comedians behind the voice for BB-8?
Comedians?
Correct.
I don't know.
Ben Schwartz and Bill Hader. When when Obi-Wan performed the blood test on Anakin, it was not Obi-Wan. Well, no, that's not true. It was Obi-Wan ran the numbers. Yeah, okay. When Obi-Wan performed the blood test on Anakin, how high was the midichlorian count?
Over 9,000. No, that's a Dragon Ball reference. I don't know. It's a number. I don't remember. It's like several hundred.
Over 20,000.
That's several hundred.
According to the Emperor, what was Luke's weakness?
The word escapes me. Hubris or something like that.
His faith in his friends.
Yeah, it's hubris, sure.
Which bounty hunter was trying to capture Han when Greedo arrived first?
Which bounty hunter?
Mm-hmm.
This is like semi-trick question because you don't see him in the original cut. It's not till the THX version, but it was Boba Fett.
Incorrect. It is Dan Boren in the original theatrical.
What?
Yeah. Because Boba Fett was not introduced until the holiday special. Boba Fett was not conceived of in A New Hope.
Okay, hang on. Who is this? Wait, name the character again. I got to Google his
Dan Boren. DANZBORIN.
What? That dude's supposed to be a bounty hunter?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you know why I answered Boba Fett?
because of the remasters and digital changes and everything else that's been done.
When they add the scene of Jabba meeting with Han in the hangar and talking about him killing, and Boba Fett is there.
Yep. No, I know.
What? This guy is just a dude in a spacesuit. He's not. That's a lie. That's not a fact.
Who taught Lando Calrissian how to pilot a ship?
Who is this from the Han Solo movie?
It is.
I don't care.
Just answer the question.
I don't know, and I don't care.
All right, the answer is Han Solo. That should have been a gimme.
No.
How many lightsabers?
Okay, hang on. You're telling me Lando Calrissian, who already owned the Millennium Falcon and could fly it just fine, was then taught how to fly when he already knows how to fly by Han Solo?
I think you should rewatch that movie. You're not going to because you don't care. But I think you should rewatch that movie. How many lightsabers?
It just makes the show utter garbage.
How many lightsabers does General Grievous wield in his fight with Obi-Wan on Upatau?
4.
Correct.
He has more, but he only wields 4.
Who offered to lead the attack?
I'm just gonna say, when you watch like the original Clone Wars animated stuff, I can't remember what they call it on Disney Plus now. It's the Samurai Jack version. He can wield 5.
Yep.
Like in that show, he's like standing on one leg, wielding 5 lightsabers, 4 arms and 1 foot,
holds one in his teeth.
That would have been even better. If we should have got that. That General Grievous was terrifying.
Yeah,
I wish we would have gotten that.
Anyway. Who offered to lead the attack against the Death Star?
The attack against the Death Star, was Lando.
Correct. Which species?
That'd be the second attack.
What species is Chewbacca?
He's a Wookiee.
Correct. What did Darth Vader say to Luke about the name Anakin Skywalker?
About the name?
Yes.
You mean no, I'm your father, or
no? When Luke says, "I accept the truth," Vader says, "So you've accepted the truth," and Luke says, "I've accepted the truth that you were once Anakin Skywalker, my father."
Return of the Jedi.
Yes. And then Vader says,
"Doesn't he say something to the effect of that name means nothing to me now, or something?"
I will give that to you. He says that name no longer holds any meaning for me.
Yeah.
What did the Ewoks think C-3PO was?
A god.
A god. What did R2-D2 realize about C-3PO when they first met?
That he was naked.
That he is naked. Good. That's nice. Good job. What was the diameter of the first Death Star? In kilometers.
What's with these silly number games? In kilometers. 50,000.
It was 120 kilometers. You are off by a considerable amount. According to Obi-Wan, how long had the Jedi been the guardians of peace and justice in the galaxy?
A millennia.
No. For more than 1,000 generations.
Isn't that a millennium?
No, because a generation is longer than a year, right? So.
How long is a millennium?
1,000 years. But a generation is longer than a year. So 1,000 generations is much longer than a millennium.
I suppose.
What was the name of the What was the name of the standard rifle carried by the clone troopers?
Oh. I haven't played a Star Wars video game in
a long time.
In a while. So at least one where you used a rifle.
It is the DC-15A.
Yeah.
Count Dooku.
That's another one of those where you say it and I'm like, yeah, right.
Count Dooku was one of how many Jedi who had left the Jedi Order?
Well, okay. This feels like a bit of a trick question. No, I know it's a bit of a trick question. Because there's a number of Jedis who've left the Jedi Order before the rise of the Empire.
Mm-hmm.
But there are, I think it's either like 8 or a dozen or something like that who are like commemorated and honored in the halls of the Jedi archives.
The correct answer
for the leaving.
The correct answer is 20.
20, yeah. So, but those are like, those 20 are like Jedi masters who've left the order on like good terms, I think. No. I think some of them have fallen, potentially. Yeah. I can't remember. I can't remember the exact specifics, but you see them in episode 2 when Obi-Wan's looking for the Camino records. He's actually looking at a bust of Dooku.
Yeah.
And their busts are along the shelving of the archives there.
I think I
should get half points for that one.
All right.
Because there's more than that have left the order.
Who joined Poe Dameron in his X-Wing in order to help destroy Starkiller Base?
Like the robot? The robot?
Sure. We call them droids, but...
Yeah, the robot was... it was either R2 or BB. I think it was BB.
It was BB-8, correct.
Yeah.
What type
of... Just a fun thing here. I got a little Mr. Potato Head R2-D2 and my little hobby desk that is behind closed doors, but every once in a while it's open and Laverne sees what I'm doing. He's like, "Ooh, cool. Can I touch it?" I'm like, "No, don't touch my stuff.
It's my toy."
But there was like an R2-D2 there, and he finally seen it for the first time. He's like, "Oh, robot. And I was like, "Oh yeah, you can play with the Mr. Potato robot."
Cool. What kind of weapon did Han Solo carry?
This is worse than the Stormtrooper one. When I hear it, I'm going to really kick myself. Some kind of blaster.
It was a DL-44.
Yeah.
Who gave FN-2187 his new name when they found out that he didn't have a real name?
That guy, the guy who flew the X-Wing and from the new shows.
Is that your official answer?
Care about Poe.
Poe Dameron, correct. According to Yoda, what did Luke need to do in order to complete his training and become a Jedi Master?
You mean besides unlearn what he has learned?
Yes. In order to complete his training.
He needed to let go and stay on Dagobah and continue training instead of leaving. Incorrect.
He needed to confront Darth Vader again. Who provided...
Okay. You're talking... Okay. Right. Okay.
Who provided the voice?
I was thinking of the scene in Return of the Revenge of the Empire
Return of the Jedi? Empire Strikes Back?
Empire Strikes Back.
I mean, you're not...
Too many facts rumbling around
all
in my
kinds
head.
of points here.
We already talked about how at the beginning of this episode I suck with words.
Yeah.
I was thinking about the scene where he was leaving to go save his friends, and Yoda was like, if you leave now, you'll never finish your training and yada, yada, yada.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking of. But I do know, now that you say the answer, it's this. I know that scene, and that makes sense. Yeah.
Who provided the voice for General Grievous?
A guy.
Yeah, his name was Mathew. His name was Mathew Wood. How many Rathtars did Han and Chewbacca have on their ship?
I don't know, man. Like 5?
3 was the correct answer. What mission did Princess Leia give to Obi-Wan Kenobi?
You mean in the recording? I guess that's the only time they really interact in the trilogies. To help her, because he's their only hope.
Incorrect. The correct answer was to take R2-D2 to Alderaan. right? Because
Yeah.
R2 had the plans.
Help us.
No.
Help us by doing that thing.
How did Yoda feel about Obi-Wan having Anakin as his Padawan?
He didn't agree with it, but he
didn't-
allowed it because of Qui-Gon.
Yeah. What is the maximum number of Womp Rats that are usually seen in a pack?
On screen?
In Star Wars canon.
So, like, not on screen in the movies.
Correct.
Just like, I don't know, 3 to 6.
Incorrect. The correct answer is 20. According to Yoda, which of these is the path to the dark side?
Oh, I thought you were going to give me some choices. That sounded like a multiple choice.
Sorry.
Fear and
It's just fear. Fear is the path to the dark side. Fear leads to anger. Anger leads to hate. Hate leads to suffering.
I was trying to think of those other ones too.
What was Grand Moff Tarkin's impression of Leia's presence on board the Death Star?
His impression?
Yep. What was his impression of Leia's presence on board the Death Star?
I'm not going to remember this.
He said that it was charming. How many meals does Jabba consume per day?
Oh man, this is that's a deep, thick lore question.
Yeah.
8?
Oh, so close. The correct answer is 9. How did Yoda tell Obi-Wan? What did Yoda tell Obi-Wan after he said that boy is our last hope?
There is another.
Correct. Who provided the voice of Darth Vader?
Earl Jones.
James Earl Jones, correct. Who said, "This is how liberty dies," to thunderous applause?
Padme.
Correct. What is the language of the Wookiees?
Wilkin, something like that.
I'm going to give it to you. I can't pronounce it either. Who freed Han from the carbonite?
Leia.
Correct. Who said, "Feel, do not think, trust your instincts"?
I feel like a number of people. Obi-Wan.
Incorrect.
Go with?
The correct answer is Qui-Gon Jinn. How old was Padme when she was elected the Queen of Naboo?
Oh, she was like 7 or 8 or something like that. 12.
She was 14. According to Chancellor Palpatine, what does Anakin's rage do for him?
Gives him strength.
Correct. Gives him, well, I can't
What's
give it
the
to you.
exact quote?
It says it gives you focus, makes you stronger.
So I'm half right.
Yeah. Whose lightsaber did Luke receive from Obi-Wan Kenobi?
Anakin's.
Correct. How old was Yoda
Are
when
you
Luke...
keeping track of which ones I get right and which ones I get wrong?
I am.
Oh.
How old was Yoda when Luke returned to Dagobah to complete his training?
How old was Yoda?
Yeah.
What's it, like 900 years old you look?
Yes, correct.
This
When
good.
900 old... When... I can't... Oh my gosh. When 900 years old you reach look this good, you will not. Who told Rey, "I am no Jedi, but I know the Force"?
Who told Rey that?
Yes.
I'm no Jedi. Leia?
Incorrect. The correct answer is Maz Kanata.
Yeah, I don't care.
Why was Jango Fett adopted and raised by Mandalorians?
Why was Jango Fett adopted and raised? He was a foundling.
Incorrect. His parents were assassinated. What reason did
foundling?
Wow? What reason did Luke give to Yoda for wanting to become a Jedi?
Luke give to Yoda?
Yes.
Oh man, because he wants to be a Jedi like his father.
Correct. That was a lucky guess, wasn't it?
I was like playing the scene in the swamp out, like where Yoda's like pretending to be a senile old hermit. It's like, how does that conversation go again?
What did Anakin say Padme resembled when she questioned the state of the Republic?
Okay, sorry. I was still on the Yoda thing. Say it again.
What did Anakin say Padme resembled when she questioned the state of the Republic?
Not a bureaucrat, like a separatist.
Correct. He says, you're starting to sound like a separatist.
Yeah.
According to Obi-Wan, what is a lightsaber to a Jedi?
His life force.
Oh.
Blood or something about to with life. I don't know.
Just their life. I'll give it to you. He says, this weapon is your life. What was Obi-Wan's final promise to Qui-Gon Jinn?
That he would train the boy.
Correct. What is Kylo Ren's given name?
Ben.
Correct. What nightmare did Anakin have?
That Padme would die in childbirth.
Correct. Who told Luke that there was another Skywalker?
Darth Vader.
Incorrect. It was Yoda.
What? No. What? When?
When he tells him that there is another Skywalker. There is another Skywalker.
Oh, frick. Right. Darth Vader figures it out by
his last line.
Mind. Damn it.
Who directed Return of the Jedi?
Return of the Jedi?
Correct.
It wasn't George Lucas.
No.
That's all. No. I'm not going to remember the name.
It was Richard Marquand. What species is Jabba?
He's a Hutt.
He's a Hutt. What did Han call the Kanja Club? Yeah. Kanja Club?
Is this a Disney trilogy question?
It is.
I don't know. A hive of scum and villainy?
He called them little freaks. What did the Jedi elders feel about Anakin adopting a dark uniform?
Ooh, they were not for it.
They were worried.
It was telling.
Yeah. Where did Princess Leia get shot while trying to invade the bunker on Endor?
In the shoulder, like back shoulder.
Yeah, in the left shoulder. On what planet did Han accept Chewie as his partner?
Oh. Yeah, I'm not going to remember the name of this stupid planet.
The planet was called Deveron.
Yeah.
How did Obi-Wan feel about flying?
He wasn't a fan.
No, he hated it. This is why I hate flying. What was the cell number where Princess Leia was imprisoned?
Oh, I'm not going to remember this. 626.
626? That's what you're going with?
Yeah.
That's what you're going with?
Yeah.
It was, and in fun little nod to the original trilogy fashion, it was cell block 2187.
What is 626? 626 has got some meaning in Star Wars too, doesn't it? I just Googled it. TK-626 was a young human male who served as an Imperial stormtrooper on the planet Lothal. Well, that's...
I don't know. But the connection here is that she was imprisoned in cell block 2187. Finn is FN 2187. Which planet was Darth Vader raised on?
You mean when he was Anakin Skywalker?
That's when he would have been raised.
No, I mean only for a few years. Technically, you could say he was also raised on Coruscant, but he was born and spent the first few years of his life on Tatooine.
Correct. Hoth is covered in what?
Ice and snow.
Yeah. What is Jabba's complete name?
Oh. Jabba the Mighty Hut?
Jabba
Pizza Hut?
Jabba Desijilik Tyri. I don't know. That was one of the ones that I thought, maybe he'll know this. It's probably in some book. According to Ray, Kylo Ren will never be as powerful as whom?
Darth Vader.
Correct. Low blow. Your grandpappy's going to be stronger than you, son. How many spires does the Jedi Temple have?
Oh. I have heard or read this at some point, but I don't remember. I'll crack a guess at 7.
Well, you can picture it, the building, though, can't you?
I mean, yeah, there's like 3 then? I don't know. If I'm picturing the building, I'd say 3, but I think there's more than that.
The correct answer is 5. There's 4 all the way around and then one big one in the center.
When you said, right, spires, when you said it, for some reason I was thinking like levels. But you meant like the spires is in the towers.
Yeah.
Right. I would have known that. That's 5, yeah.
Which hot-headed cantina customer...
It's too late to take that back.
Which hot-headed cantina customer has a special penchant for eggs?
Okay. Wait. What era? What movie?
Let me look this up just to confirm. But I think it's A New Hope.
I feel like this is like one of those. It's like the only way you know this is if you read like there's a book about each chapter is about a different person in the cantina during A New Hope. It's like a story on their background and.
Yes, it is it is A New Hope.
Yeah, I don't know.
It is Kitik Keed Kak, which is the giant praying mantis alien.
Okay. Yes, that's probably in that book I mentioned.
Well, you can probably also see him
now,
eating. You can probably also see him eating eggs in the cantina.
That no, I don't think so.
No,
that it was like it's a praying mantis prop puppet thing. Like it's not that.
Well, no, it didn't have a plate of eggs in front of it. I don't know. How many Star Destroyers did Han see approaching the Millennium Falcon after firing upon Echo Base?
So this is Hoth in Empire Strikes Back when they're leaving.
Yep.
3, 4?
Incorrect. The correct answer is 2. How many Star Destroyers? I just asked you that one. Who said, "Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi, you're my only hope"?
Leia.
What were Obi-Wan's last words to Luke after the Battle of Yavin?
Well, sorry, say that again.
What were Obi-Wan's last words to Luke after the Battle of Yavin?
Yavin. The Force will be with you always.
Correct. What is Phasma's rank among the First Order?
Stupid. Want like...
That's your answer?
You want an answer as if I cared. Captain.
Correct. What happened to the last interpreter in Jabba's palace when Jabba got very angry with him?
If I'm not mistaken, Jabba tore their arms off.
Incorrect. He was disintegrated.
Disintegrated.
When did Luke?
Okay, yeah.
When did Luke try to convince Biggs, or where? Where did Luke try to convince Biggs Darklighter that he had witnessed a space battle?
Oh, this is outtake.
This is deleted scene. Yeah,
this is deleted scene. It would have been at Tashi Station.
Correct. He's there buying some power converters. Which Ewok had an iguana as a pet and advisor?
An Ewok?
Yeah.
Are we hang on. Are we diving into Ewok Tales movies?
No.
I was gonna, because those are technically Star Wars movies when you think about it.
They sure are.
Like in the film, one of them's got an Ewok has a little lizard,
Iguana.
dude?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
It is Chief Chirpa.
Chief Chirpa has one?
How many puppeteers were necessary to operate Jabba?
Ooh. Oh. 1, 2, 4?
3 is the correct answer. What was the birthplace of Han?
The birthplace of Han was Corellia?
Correct. Who
Corellian
played
blood stripes on his pants?
Who played the part of Count Dooku?
Oh, Ian McKellen.
Incorrect. The answer is Christopher Lee.
Christopher Lee. That's what I said. Who's Ian McKellen?
Ian McKellen is Gandalf. Magneto.
Got the wrong wizard.
What did Princess Leia say to Han when the Millennium Falcon didn't want to start up in Hangar 7?
Something about a hunk of bolts.
Would it help if I got out and pushed?
Oh, yeah.
She says.
That's right.
Such a great line. What species? What species? Yeah, he's like, it might. What species is Jar Jar Binks?
He's a Gungan.
Correct. Which strange creature did Luke find on Dagobah?
Besides Yoda?
Yeah, we're gonna go with Yoda. Yoda is the answer there. What is Queen Amidala's given name?
Padme?
I'm looking for a last name as well.
Amidala?
No, it's Padme Nabiri.
What? Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
The First Order Stormtrooper training methods of which character were called into question after BB-8 escaped them on Jakku?
I'm gonna guess Finn, I guess.
No, not sorry. The First Order Stormtrooper training methods were called into question by which character after BB-8 escaped them on Jakku? The answer is not a stormtrooper. Which character is calling into question the training methods of the First Order Stormtroopers?
I guess Rey. Then?
Incorrect. It is General Hux. He also suggests that maybe we should be getting some clones going here. What's the first line in The Phantom Menace?
In The Phantom Menace?
Yes.
Is it the unnamed, something but the unnamed pilot hailing or something like that?
The first word spoken is captain as they're approaching the Trade Federation ship. Captain, we are approaching the What
unnamed
is
pilot. I was half right.
What is Anakin's mom's name?
Am I getting half points here?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, that's a half point, I think. Anakin's mom name is Shmi.
Correct. What does Anakin think Padme is?
Anakin think when they first meet, you mean?
Correct.
Yeah, she thinks she's some kind of space angel.
Yeah. Are you an angel? Who says I have a bad feeling about this in Phantom Menace?
Ooh. Phantom Menace. I'm going to go with Obi-Wan.
Correct.
When they're about to get gassed.
Who says there's always a bigger fish?
That would be Qui-Gon.
Correct.
When they're about to get eaten.
Which planet isn't seen in The Phantom Menace?
What?
Which well-known original or prequel trilogy planet isn't seen in The Phantom Menace? I'm going to give you options.
Oh, this will be multiple choice.
Is it A, Coruscant. B, Tatooine. C, Camino.
But it's Camino.
Correct. What?
You gave me 3 options, and the first 2 were very blatantly in it.
Why was Jar Jar Binks banished from the Gungan city?
Because he's a klutz.
Because he's too clumsy.
Oh, man. I recently watched a video on the Gungans and their technology and how it's kind of ridiculous that the technology that they use isn't just used throughout the entire Clone Wars, because they're just little orbs of sphere that completely dismantle and stop and deactivate electronics.
It's nuts. Yeah. Who says the ability to speak does not make you intelligent?
That would be Qui-Gon to
Correct.
Mr. Jar Jar Binks.
What species is Watto?
I'm a Tridarian. Mind tricks don't work on me.
The correct answer is Toydarian, but I will give it to you.
Shut up.
Who says there is no civility, only politics?
That's Palpatine.
Correct. Which animal are porgs based on?
Pigs.
What?
Wait,
No.
Porg? A porg puffin.
Correct.
That's that stupid bird from the...
What's the last line of The Phantom Menace?
Of the Phantom Menace.
Mm-hmm. I don't know why your inflection was on Phantom there, but on the Phantom Menace.
Is it not Yoda's line about the Sith?
Incorrect. It is Jar Jar saying, Yahoo!
That's...
Yeah.
I forgot that scene was the last one. I would say that that's not a line. That's just a holler or a cheer. And then if that's the case, remembering that that's the scene, then Boss Nass would have the last words in the film.
He doesn't. Wow. He goes.
No, he says peace, doesn't he?
Peace. Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Peace. He holds up the orb.
What was Luke's last name originally going to be?
I feel like I should get a half point for that.
All right, half point. What was Luke's last name originally going to be?
It's Starkiller.
Correct. Which word is never spoken? Which word is never spoken in a Star Wars movie? I've got some options for you. Are you ready?
Sure.
Is it A, particle, B, Ewok, C, planet, or D, alien?
Alien.
Incorrect.
Really?
The word Ewok is never spoken.
Is it really?
Film. Yeah. Not once.
No way.
Which James Bond actor made a cameo in The Force Awakens?
In The Force Awakens, James Bond. The most recent one. What's his name?
Yeah, Daniel Craig.
He was a stormtrooper.
He was.
The stormtrooper that got mind tricked by a person who's never used the Force before. Ridiculous. So stupid.
Right, but she was also had a dyad in the Force and was Palpatine's granddaughter. So
go shove it. I don't care.
Poe Dameron.
If the actual
we're not debating
chosen
Star Wars
one
right
of
now.
the Force, Anakin Skywalker, has to train for years to use the Force, there's no damn way in hell.
Yes and no.
That she
Anakin
doesn't need to train at all to be proficient.
Prior to training, Anakin was able to use the Force, which was why he was the only human that was capable of pod racing, because he had Jedi reflexes. Right. He was able to use the Force prior to training.
Kind of innately, like without, like, but like he wouldn't have been able to force trick anybody, even if he was the same age as her.
Well, he never tried. Poe Dameron. It's Poe Dameron shares the same last name as which real-life person?
I don't know. Some guy who worked on the film.
J.J. Abrams' assistant, Morgan Dameron.
Whatever.
What planet is Chewbacca from?
I'm not bitter about the Disney films.
What planet is Chewbacca from?
Didn't you ask me this one already?
No.
Kashyyyk.
Correct. How old
sure you
were
did.
How old were Anakin and Padme when they first met in The Phantom Menace?
Well, we already did the Anakin thing. He was 12 or something.
Incorrect. And no, we haven't.
What, didn't we?
No.
We say how old he was?
No, we asked how old Padme was when she was elected.
Oh, right. Okay. So I'm going to say she was 16 and he was 12.
He was 9 and she was 14.
That's close.
Who did Han win the Millennium Falcon from?
Lando Calrissian.
Who built C-3PO?
Anakin.
Who has the purple lightsaber in Star Wars Episode 2 Attack of the Clones?
George Lucas. No, I'm kidding. Mace Windu.
R2-D2 is classified as what type of droid?
Astromech.
Why does Padme die?
Heartache.
I want the official reason that they give, what the guy says, what the droid says.
She just lost the will to live.
Correct. She lost the will to live. How does Han meet Chewbacca?
In a cell, in jail, it's like a prisoner camp warp.
Incorrect.
It's not really warp. He's being punished by his seniors or something like that for something. I don't know. I don't care.
Han is thrown into a pit for Chewbacca to eat him, but Chewbacca doesn't, and they become friends.
It's not as good as the canon, the original canon.
Well, it is canon. Who kills Jin's father, Galen?
Who kills him?
Yeah.
Andor.
Incorrect. Rebel bombers kill him.
Didn't Andor shoot him?
No, they get bombed. Andor was going to shoot him, but then the bombers come in and bomb the place. What planet does the Death Star destroy in Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope?
Okay. Bail Organa. We already been over that. Bail was the... Oh, man. It's on... Oh, man. I'm going to kick myself if I don't get it. And I'm not going to get it because I don't remember. I'm not going to remember.
All right, time's up. The answer is Alderaan.
Alderaan, of course. Yeah.
What is Darth Vader's iconic line?
Can we be a little bit more specific?
The iconic line. The most quoted line.
Empire Strikes Back about being a daddy?
Correct. What is the line?
No, I am your father.
Correct. That was you could have flubbed that.
Yeah.
A
lesser fan would have. I agree.
And again, testing your memory here. What is Finn's stormtrooper number?
FN 218 because it's a cell number.
Incorrect. It is FN 2187. Why are Rey and Kylo's minds connected?
Because bad writing. That's what
Incorrect.
I'm going to stick with.
They are connected because Supreme Leader Snoke connected them.
Yeah, bad writing.
And finally, how is Rey related to Palpatine?
Because bad writing.
You gonna sacrifice this point?
I mean, her daddy was a clone of him, but bad writing.
Incorrect. The correct answer is she's his granddaughter.
Yeah, that's what I said. Her daddy is a clone of him.
All right, so
that's a point.
Carl got 64 wrong.
Out of how many?
And he got 84 correct.
Hey, that's pretty good, I think. What's that, 150?
155-ish. So, I mean, you know.
2/3?
Yeah. I would say you passed. There were times that you didn't impress me the way that I was hoping you would. You know,
Well,
like not
I
knowing
mean-
Alderaan.
I'm on the spot one. I'm going to make my excuses.
how trivia
now. I'm on the
works.
spot one.
That's trivia.
And I'm not great at remembering
Alderaan
names and numbers.
or Anthony Daniels.
That one, I'm a little ticked I didn't remember that, figure that one out. Oh, man. What'd you say I got? 85, right?
You got 84 correct and 64 incorrect. So, yeah, you're not far off from 50-50 here.
155 percentage of 85? No, I got 85 percentage. What? Oh, how am I doing that? How do you make that a percent? I don't know.
ChatGPT. What percent of 155 is 84? You got 54% correct.
Wow. That's a lot lower than I thought it would be.
Technically a passing grade. Technically, but I did say that I wanted you to get 75% correct.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and there were a lot in there that I would say I did know, but on the spot in limited time, I'm not going to remember it.
Sure. All right. Well, that's our
And then
show.
Anything that's a number, I'm just not going to remember outright. And you had a lot of questions that were like, "What's this number?"
Thank you so much for listening. Make sure you check out our Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Or X. Whatever, whatever. We have a Patreon page for as little as $1 a month. You can support the show. You get some fun perks in return. Things like bonus content that is only available to you. Well, and the other people who support on Patreon. And we have a merch page.
I've been thinking,
Uh-oh.
we need some new merch.
We do need some new merch. I gotta get on that.
Not only do we need new merch, we need new merch that is kind of like fun, inside jokey, like a spoon in everyone's soup. The Empire, a spoon in every, what that mug that we made? Like,
yeah.
We need to find more little. I think those would be fun and people would buy them. I don't know. If there is a quip or a line or a little inside jokey thing that's funny that you heard us say that you think would be funny on a t-shirt, let us know and we'll make it for you.
We'll make it. We'll make it a shirt. Yeah.
Yeah.
We won't make it for you. You still have to buy it. But
we'll make it for you to buy.
We'll make it purchasable.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you want a spoon in everyone's soup, not on a mug and on a shirt, let us know and we'll put it on a shirt for you to buy.
Sure. Yeah. What he said.
Yeah.
And until next week.
Brady, when I say we, I mean Brady.
Oh yeah, I'll put in all the effort. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, you lazy bastard. And until next week.
Well, we're the B team. And apparently my knowledge about numbers in Star Wars is greatly lacking.
Leaves much to be desired. Yeah.
I feel like if the tables were turned, you would have just as much difficulty with those number questions.
Probably. Yeah, probably. Yeah. 100%.
Yeah.
100%.